at Bolster. We're about to interview a bunch of artists for Forward Warrior Art Festival. So let's go. Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Austin Blue.
What's the inspiration for your artwork?
I'm inspired by a lot of stuff. Geometry, geometric shapes specifically. Just the way things work within each other, like space and layers. Nature, organic things, like basically like nature, not like fruits.
So what's your thoughts about Forward Warrior?
Oh, I love it. This is my third year being involved with it, and it's just always a good time, and you know, all the people that come through, everyone's always happy. It's just good vibes. It's just a bunch of people, you know, beautifying the area, making it look good.
Tell us your Instagram.
My Instagram is proper blue. Just PROPER _ blue, just like the color. All right, cool. Appreciate it.
What are your names?
My name is Kayla Patton.
I'm Lauren Alterman.
What's the inspiration for your art?
So this one has letters that spell out terminus through it. So T-E-R, yep, you know, rest of the terminus. And that was the name of Atlanta before Atlanta became Atlanta. And so if you look at the bottom, when the piece gets finished, there's abstract railroad tracks throughout. So it's just kind of about the different changing scene of Atlanta. So we got the train tracks, and these shifting shapes kind of represents the shifting geography of what Atlanta's about. And then we definitely have these Georgia pines in here just for inspiration to kind of blend in with the environment.
When did each of you start working on street art?
I started about 2017, and
This is my first time. I'm in high school, so it's, yeah.
Yeah, what's your Instagram, if you have one?
it's Kaylee Pat, K-L-E-E-P-A-T.
Mine's Lauren.Alterman. It's Lauren.Alterman.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Peace out.
What's the inspiration for your art?
My art, I mean, I get inspiration everywhere, but I'm always trying to portray a feeling or a sentiment with my little characters. Like this one, they're hugging each other, just like to give you this like warm, happy feeling when you see it, you know?
Yeah.
You see the leg is up, so it's like a happy hug, not a sad hug.
When did you first get started doing art?
Art, when I was like 4 or 5 years old, I think. My dad would draw animals for me to trace and learn how to draw. That's when I started.
All right, what's your Instagram?
The Instagram is Yo-Yo Ferro. I have it over here if you want to check it out later.
What's your name?
Yo-Yo Ferro. Y-O-Y-O-F-E-R-R-O.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What are your names in social media?
Right, I'm Diego Penuela. This is my assistant Abner. He's helping me out today. And my social media is diegoillustration.com. I mean, Instagram, basically. Well, I have a website too, so Diego Illustration.
What's the inspiration for most of your artwork?
I want to say it's very personal, like subject matters maybe, where I come from. I'm from Colombia, so a lot of my culture influences what I do. And also current things and like literature, basically books, novels. Like I enjoy reading a lot, so I inspire myself that way.
How did you learn to do this type of artwork?
How did I learn? I don't know. It's been a process, to be honest with you. I've been working in art for like 10 years, so every year something new happens, and I keep evolving, and I keep trying new techniques. This is actually my first mural, so it's been fun so far, and yeah, we'll see where it goes from here. So.
What do you think about Forward Warrior?
Oh, I think it's great. I mean, this is the first time doing it, and I think it's amazing. I think the people is awesome. They just come and encourage you and say hi, and there's a bunch of friends here painting as well. So I don't know. It's really exciting. I think it's beautiful. So yeah, I like it.
Alright, thank you.
Sure, no problem. Thank you.
Alright, so what's your name?
I go by the name Urban Medium.
What's your social media?
At Urban Medium, URBANMEDIUM on Instagram.
Alright. What's the inspiration for most of your artwork?
The inspiration, I'm super inspired by Star Wars. I love pop culture and I love politics. So the piece that I'm painting today is kind of the piece that I'm known for. It's a mashup of Che Guevara and a stormtrooper from Star Wars.
What are your thoughts about Forward Warrior?
Oh, I think Forward Warrior is amazing. I've been down here the last 2 years as just a visitor, catching up with old friends and other artists. And then this year, they asked me to participate, and I said, of course. And I'd never gotten a chance to properly paint a wall down here at Cabbagetown, so I was excited to do that.
Alright, cool, thanks.
All right, thank you. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
All right, keep the interviews going.
What's your name?
Ildes, go by Ildes.
What's your Instagram?
It's at Ildes, Instagram and Facebook. Yep.
What's the inspiration for most of your artwork?
For the most of my artwork or just this piece?
Most of it.
A lot of it's like geometric patterns that I create. Kind of this one specifically though, like I wanted to create a mask that represented kind of like Forward Warrior. So it's like a warrior mask and something that kind of like for the whole entire block, protector of the area. Something that's pushing the movement of Forward Warrior, what it represents. So.
When did you start to learn how to paint?
I've been spray painting for about 2 years, but I've been making art since I was probably 5 or 6, so yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say
To the public, I'm excited to be out here. This is my first year painting Forward Warrior, so I'm excited to be able to put this piece out here, and hopefully I'll be back next year. So yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
What's your name?
Frank Morrison.
What's the inspiration for most of your artwork?
Everything. I have children, so they range from 8 years old to 25 years old. So 26? 28. Yeah. So I'm always inspired by the things they're inspired by to keep my work fresh. And then I like to throw my little old school cool stuff into it.
When did you start learning to paint murals?
I've been painting murals, I guess, because I've been doing graffiti. So I've been doing that stuff since I was a kid. Yeah.
Is this your first time doing Forward Warrior?
This is my first time doing Forward Warrior. Normally I'm in the crowd tunnel writing. So this is my first time I get to come out here and show a little graffiti, a little bit of the art, my fine art, and mix it all together for everybody.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Frank Morrison.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Livia Bolster. We're about to interview a bunch of artists at Forward Warrior Art Festival, so let's go! Alright, what's your name?
My name is Courtney Hicks.
What's the inspiration for most of your artwork?
I like to draw girls a lot, like really strong, sort of tough chicks, just so everyone, like, help women feel more empowered.
How do you feel about the Forward Warrior spirit?
It's great having everybody walking around and just like so many artists like right up next to each other. Everyone's talking and communicating and like complimenting each other's work. It's a really nice community event.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the public?
Appreciate art. It makes the city better.
All right, thank you. What's your name?
Hang on, say it again.
What's your name?
My name is Janice Rago.
What's the inspiration for most of your artwork?
So a lot of my work is based around like florals, very feminine, kind of feminine energy and things like that. And so I do a lot of female figures and stuff with my work. And then I have a play on colors, so a lot of my work is very colorful.
How do you feel about the Forward Warrior event?
I love it. This is my 3rd year doing it, and it's been great. It's fun seeing like friends that are whether they're new artists or artists that come back every year, and it's a great time for all of us to kind of catch up because we don't see each other. We all get really busy with our schedules, so it's really fun, and you get inspired because everybody is incredible.
Tell me about this piece.
This piece is based on a figure that I did, so it's kind of like a face. It's kind of I'm actually kind of stumped on that one. I haven't thought about it yet. I kind of improv with my work, so I kind of start somewhere and then it kind of changes and changes, and then towards the end I kind of have like this whole inspiration aspect that kind of comes to me.
When did you start learning how to make portrait type faces?
I actually used to only paint flowers in college, and then when my last semester I used to hate painting faces, and I just started working at it, and then I love painting faces. And so it's something that I still do in my work, and it kind of make fun of it because I used to hate it back in the day, but now I love doing it.
What's your Instagram?
It's right here. It's Janice Rago Art.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. It's nice talking to you guys.
Nice talking. Name?
Mario, but my artist name is Do It League, like a baseball team. Yeah.
What's the inspiration for most of your artwork?
The inspiration, grew up in the 80s, so I do a lot of 80s inspired cartoon type stuff. Also, I do a lot of subversive political stuff, but today it's just mostly cartoons. So I'm like, that's my overall, if you want to say. But yeah, the 80s.
When did you learn to start painting with spray paint?
5 years ago, literally, yeah. So not that long at all.
Is there a specific story behind this piece, or is it just kind of?
Actually, I'm freestyling it with another fellow artist named Bolster. So we just started off drawing birds, and I was like, okay, I guess we're doing birds. So we just started doing birds. So this is completely just off the top of the head, no plan at all. So yeah.
What's your Instagram?
It is Do It League, but the name of the group, because it's a bunch of us out here painting, is Lotus Eaters Club. I will suggest following Lotus Eaters Club, and that way you'll see my whole group's art. As a matter of fact, have you ever been on the Belt Walk by Punt City Market?
Yes.
You know the mural that's on the North Avenue Bridge, the two sides? One is like a train, a dragon watermelon train, and others, that's my group.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, and as a matter of fact, everything on that mural comes to life. It's AR active. Like if you follow the instructions on the mural itself, it'll tell you how to download that app on your phone, and everything on there comes to life. They're a little cartoon. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt. No problem, man.
What are your names?
My name is Dana Harrison.
And I'm Travis.
Look forward to seeing you.
What's the inspiration for most of your artwork?
I would say like exploring the human condition, and trying to like basically, I don't know, like I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I'm just trying to like put my feelings out into the world.
How do you feel about Forward Warrior?
Yeah, I think it's good. It's fun to come out here and paint on the wall and get to meet people like you guys. And, yeah, it's definitely interesting to meet. Everybody comes by and is friendly and brings you water, and it's definitely fun. So.
Yeah, the Atlanta art community is super like accepting and loving, and I think it's awesome. Everybody gets all together and paints.
When did you guys start to paint together?
today.
First time.
Really?
Yeah.
What are your social medias or Instagrams?
I'm Dear Alphabet.
And I am 13, the number 13 _ robots.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, what's your name?
My name's Frko. Frko. Yep.
How do you feel about the Forward Warrior event?
I mean, this is my 6th year doing it, so I like it how it's grown, and I think it's good for the community, getting young people such as yourself out here to see us do what we do. A lot of people don't always see the mural; they don't always see it getting painted. They just see it happen. So it's good to see processes for people, young and old, introducing people to art.
What's the inspiration for most of your artwork?
Everyday life, Atlanta, street culture, and just people. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
What's your Instagram?
It's at Frko Rico. Yep. Just spell it how it sounds. It comes right out. Or you can just look up Frko.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Speeding.
What's your name?
I'm Chris.
What's the inspiration for most of your artwork?
Well, I grew up watching cartoons and stuff like that, so a lot of the cartoons I grew up with. This piece is sort of based on like an old arcade game, something like that. So making a big character, but it's original characters. And I'm collaborating with Kilmari over there, Ron, and he's making. I'm doing a wolf in a Hawaiian shirt, and he's doing a luchador.
How do you feel about Forward Warrior?
Forward Warrior is awesome. It's one of my favorite events. Everybody's here. You get to hang out like all at once with all the artists. A lot of other events, a lot of murals happening at the same time, but not in one place. So it's pretty cool.
What's your Instagram?
Chris Makes Signs.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Come down. No, you can stand.
What's your name?
My name is Sunita.
What's the inspiration of most of your art?
For most of my art, that's an interesting question. A lot of it is just sort of life experiences and trying to process a lot of that.
How do you feel about the Forward Warrior event?
How do I feel about the event? I think the event's an amazing event because it helps bring the community together, not just like the artists, but the Cabbagetown community. So everyone comes out and supports the arts, which is really an amazing, amazing thing.
What's the story behind this piece?
This piece is inspired by the book The Alchemist. So I reread that every few years, and it's about following your journey and finding your goals and sort of trying to fulfill your destiny.
When did you first start to paint?
That's a good question too. I've been painting since I was a little kid. So I used to tape crayons and draw on my walls when I was like 3 or 4. And so I've been drawing on walls ever since.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely.
What's your name?
My name is Peter Ferrari.
What's the inspiration for most of your art?
The inspiration for most of my art is, I've seen a lot of art over the years of my own. I'm a big fan of other people's art, and I think I've just been influenced by, my what I appreciate in other artists, what I appreciate in nature, trying to make organic shapes, trying to make things that are harmonious, things like that. So, yeah, it's a tough question, honestly, but I think that sums it up.
How did you end up starting Forward Warrior?
Originally, it just started as an opportunity for me to paint with my friends and we were given the opportunity to come paint this wall, and it kind of just blossomed from there. We just used to do live painting at an old gallery, and eventually we moved it over here. And yeah, it's been 6 years here now. So.
How does it feel to look back on Forward Warrior and see what it's become?
Wow, it makes me emotional to think about it, to be honest. I got chills when you asked me that question, so that should tell you everything you need to know right there.
What do you think is next for Forward Warrior?
This is the last year we're gonna do it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what's next. We're just, every year we add a little bit, and I've been told it gets better every year. So I think we'll learn from this one, and next year we'll have some new tools in our pocket, and you know, bigger and better, and you know, supporting Atlanta's artists. That's really my main goal, and influencing and exposing other people to art of the city.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say?
I'm just so appreciative of everything going on, and just want to thank Cabbagetown for being open to what we're doing, and the artists to being open to what we're doing. It takes a lot of people to make this happen, and everyone does it with a smile on their face. So that's I appreciate that.
All right,
so,
thank you.
Thank you. I did. I got to leave.
What's your name?
Erin Bassett.
What inspires most of your art?
Probably nature and patterns.
How do you feel about Forward Warrior?
Great, really fun.
What's the story behind this piece?
I've been painting this wall since 2012. I first painted it for the neighborhood association, and then it just needs to be repaired, and it's gotten tagged up a couple times, so I completely repainted it last year, and now I'm fixing a little tag, and I'm going to repaint the inside of that figure. Yeah.
What's your Instagram?
It's beautifying. Here, you take. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Thanks for the water.
What's your name?
My name is Matt Letters.
What's the inspiration for most of your artwork?
I guess a lot of it is kind of graffiti inspired and inspired by, like, you know, an urban setting. But also lately I've been trying to, like, put a little bit of a message in there, you know, like a positive message about, you know, mastering your reality and doing something good. So that's lately been kind of like the theme of the work.
How do you feel about Forward Warrior?
I love it. Are you kidding me? It's awesome.
When do you start to paint with spray paint?
I started when I was 12. Yep. 12 years old. I'm 36 now, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your Instagram?
It's Let's Go Paint. All one word. Check me out.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Going nowhere.
All right, what's your name?
My real name or my artist name? Jay, Everyman.
All right, how do you come up with the idea of Everyman?
My son, when he was 10 years old, came into my workshop and wanted to make a stencil, and I had drawn out the Everyman image, and I said, we can make a stencil out of that. So we made a stencil of that image and started painting them and putting them around town and having fun with it. So it's something I started with my son when he was young.
That's cool. How do you feel about the Forward Warrior?
I'm very happy that I'm able to participate, that they had me come participate. I love it. It's fun, right? You must have seen a lot of artists today, right? Yeah, I'm thrilled to be part of this.
Yeah. How do you get inspiration for the different paintings that you do?
Gosh, that's a tough one. Well, this painting is inspired from solidarity from working class people. So the fist is a kind of a symbol for working class people banding together for their own interests, you know. So that's what this piece is about. Solidarity among the working people.
Tell us about the Atlanta art community.
Oh, Atlanta art community is fabulous. I have dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of artist friends through the Atlanta art community. You know what's really nice about the Atlanta art community is we help each other, we work together. It wasn't always that way, but the last 15 years or so, it seems like the artists really help each other in Atlanta, which is nice. We all work together. I shouldn't say all, but you know, it's nice. My favorite thing is to work with other artists as opposed to just working by myself.
Yeah. What's your Instagram or social media?
Everyman. EVEREMAN.
All right, thank you.